What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of the Tint Life. I have a pretty busy week. I've got some residential jobs, I think a couple commercial jobs, some car tint jobs. I want to take you guys along with me. Let's get into it.
It's like a young Doc Gooden. Talk shades 'cause I'm stone crazy. Girl, we grown. Stop playing on my phone, baby. All your childish attempts to make me angry fall short. But you only fuse the rage you have because you have nothing. Understandable, I'm trying to build.
We are headed to the first job. I have 3 residential jobs and then 1 car tint job. Yeah, so I just finished up the first job. It took me about 40 minutes, not including setup and getting all my tools together, but actual install time, it took me about 40 minutes. I don't really like recording inside of my customers' homes unless I know for a fact they're gonna be okay with it. I wasn't sure if this customer would be, so I didn't even ask, but it took me about 40 minutes, and with the tip included, I made about $510. The tint that I used was leftover tint from another job that had already paid for the tint, so this was all profit. I've got another job that I'm headed to right now. It's about 2 windows. It's probably gonna take me the same amount of time, maybe 40 minutes. It's another $350. Same thing, the roll has already paid for, so this is all profit. Guys, please get into flat glass as soon as possible. All right, so I'm at the last job of the day. I have this 2025 Kia EV9. So we're doing 20% on the front 2 windows and then a 5% tint strip.
Time again, this shit won't stop. Bag it show by show, I'm trying to triple the double the pop. Show a more for him on now. People that 25 rolls off, like into it when I was clouded. Count that bit of my corp, I'm chasing health and wealth knocked out. My belt, I feel like a chef, I'm looking child. Ain't got no speed, but I can do when I got. Me go out of my car, respect the house, I walk on cloud. As soon as I get out this work, I'm out the door, I'm in and out, I'm in and out. Girl, shoving and breath just like a perk, I'm in her mouth. Niggas is spinning my turf, I got out of dirt, got no doubt. Money keep coming and coming, we saving the winter, this summer we wildin'. I can't even call it freestyling, I want to design the style ain't free. Travel to go like a charter, I'll go back to start it and pick up the cream. Then in the A, the office, I got a new offer that I gotta read. To the top of one of the rappers, they gotta make.
So I'm actually off today. I don't have any appointments scheduled. On my off days, I typically do all the stuff that I don't have time to do when I'm actually working. I just realized that my LLC ran out, so I have to get my business reinstated. Luckily, I live downtown, so the Secretary of State is right by my apartment. So I'm about to go get that taken care of right now and then get started with the rest of the day. So that was not the right building, not at all. I had to walk 12 minutes in the opposite direction. That was not the right building. I went through security and everything, and it was not the right place. $403, bro. That's what I just paid. If you own a business, please make sure you stay on top of all of your reinstatements and annual reports and all of that stuff if you have an LLC, because I forgot to pay for 2024. 2025 was late, so I paid $403. Crazy, but that's the cost of being a business owner. The cost to be the boss. All right, guys, so I'm back at home. I'm in the van getting some work done. Got my green tea. I love green tea, by the way, but that's off topic. So what I'm doing right now is getting some quotes together for a few residential jobs. Honestly, I've been putting these off. Like, I really need to get on it. Today's the perfect day because I have an off day. So right now I'm just getting quotes together for renting scaffolding. One of the jobs that I have to do has some really, really high windows, which I'm a little nervous about. I've done scaffolding before, but anytime I got to go up that high, it is a little nerve-wracking. But I did just get a quote for $108 for the full day, which is really good. I thought it was going to be a couple hundred, probably like 5 to 6, but it's only $108 for the 15-foot high scaffolding. So I'm definitely going to go ahead and do that. So what I like to do is whenever I have any ladder fees or scaffolding fees, I just like to include that into the price. So essentially that way the customer is paying for it and you don't have to worry about paying for it and you're not coming out of pocket for it. All right, so for this job, you can see we have 67 square feet. So we're gonna do 67. Now for this job, because of the difficulty of the windows, how high they are, I'm gonna be priced at $20 a square foot for this job. So it's gonna bring us to $13.40. And then we're gonna add an additional $250 for the scaffolding rental and the setup and breakdown of the scaffolding. So that brings us to $1,590, and that's what we did end up charging for this job. We did get it approved as well. And here's another one of the commercial jobs that we got approved. I wanna break down the pricing and what I charged. So we were at 59 square feet for this job. It's about 5 windows, and they're fairly simple. So we're just gonna stay at $12 a square foot. So we ended up charging $708, and like I said, we did get that approved as well. So it's pretty much the end of my work day. Got all of my work done, did all my back-end stuff, followed up with leads, just got everything done that I don't have a chance to do throughout the week. Now I'm about to get a run in. So today I'm heading about 45 minutes out to go to do a job for a really good customer of ours. They have 2 brand new F-150s. They're gonna be getting 35% on the front windows and 5% all the way around. I'll check in with you guys when we get there. All right, so we've got these 2 2025 F-150s. Gonna be doing 35% on the windshield and 5% on the sides. Let's get it done.
The show still rocking, the label can't drop me. I drop, but still in they bonnet. Really the one who they watch. I ran up this shit like rock. Live out the streets, coulda went vegan, cause these niggas really ain't having no beef. Mint the house on my teeth, baby Ray sauce. Man, all of these niggas are sweet. Johnny, I stand my piece, teach a piano. Hey, I really been playing with keys. No man on my feet, cut out the lynches. Now these niggas really ain't shit without me. Hey, all this ice got me changing my climate. Bought this car to switch on my time. These niggas is bitches, that's used to remind. Stay away from the snakes cause they slime. Stay away from the patient, they grind. I teach you no lessons, I'm just being honest. Okay, come pop it. Went to the top and I shot them a socket. Counted me out, but I do it for rocket. I took the bitch on a trip to the tropics. Post on the block with the book coming shot it. The flame make it rain, make the bitch come in my pocket. That nigga snitch for his pick, hit the docket. Wrist got a lisp and spitting out awkward. Dig up his grave if you reap for my chain. I ain't never been named. Let that chopper go bang. Hit the drilling, we pop his head off like champagne. Green and white forges, this shit Notre Dame. Double our color, then brick of cocaine. Mental illness, the crew got no brain. No filter, bitch.
It's a hell of a setup.
Thank you, I appreciate that.
Train, put her in Prada, she told me she proud of me. I'ma shit on the ones that had doubted me. I won't let a broke boy get no clout on me. I'ma let a hoe boy get this 30 piece. Niggas try to call, but they can't get no reach. I'm in Malibu, Noble up on the beach. White diamonds up, I know up in my teeth. Feel like Pac, I've been praying for my enemies.
All right, guys, and that pretty much wraps up a few jobs that I had from this week. If you've made it this far in the video, I appreciate you guys just hanging out with me and seeing what I go through on a day-to-day basis. If you haven't already, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on the next video.